We had been together for nearly 3 years through late-night study sessions, college parties, and all the ups and downs of life. I truly believed we had something solid, something real. But looking back, I realize now that I was the only one who saw it that way. A few months ago, things began to shift. She became distant. Her responses to my texts grew shorter, and her smiles seemed more forced. I told myself it was just stress, work, or life getting in the way. I never once considered that she might already be halfway out the door. Then, one evening, as we sat together in her apartment, she dropped the bomb on me casually, almost as an afterthought. "We're done," she said, her eyes avoiding mine. "My new boyfriend's taking me to Paris next week." There was no emotion, no regret, just a cold finality that made it clear the past 3 years had meant nothing more to her than a season she had outgrown. I was stunned, paralyzed for a moment. My heart raced, but for some reason, I felt oddly calm. Maybe it was the shock, or maybe it was the realization that someone who could walk away so easily had never really been mine to begin with. I just looked at her, said, "Have fun. No drama, no begging, no trying to change your mind." Her eyes widened, surprised at my lack of reaction, as if she expected anger, heartbreak, something. But I had nothing left to give her. She laughed, awkwardly, trying to cover up the discomfort. "You're not even going to fight for me?" she asked, almost in disbelief. I shook my head. Why fight for someone who's already chosen to leave? The next few days were rough. I replayed every moment, every kiss, every promise, every lie. But somewhere between the pain and silence, I found a strange peace. I started going to the gym, reconnecting with old friends, and focusing on work. I wasn't just moving on, I was leveling up. Weeks turned into months, and I never reached out, never checked her social media. I didn't need to. One day, a mutual friend casually told me that her Paris trip didn't go as planned. Apparently, her new boyfriend ghosted her halfway through, and she came back alone. I didn't feel satisfied hearing that. No smug smile, no sense of revenge. I felt nothing because I had already healed. She had become a chapter in my story, not the whole book. A few months later, I received a message from her, a simple "Hey." I stared at it for a moment, then deleted it, not out of anger, but because I didn't need to open those old wounds. I had outgrown the pain, just as she had once claimed to outgrow me. It wasn't long before I met someone new. She was kind, thoughtful, and genuinely present. With her, I didn't feel the need to prove my worth. I was enough, just as I was, and for the first time, I felt what real love looked like, not the kind built on insecurity, but one rooted in respect and understanding. Sometimes, life has a way of showing you your true value, often after someone else fails to see it. I thought losing her would break me, but instead, it made me stronger. Now, when I hear about Paris, I don't think of betrayal. I think of freedom, growth, and the moment I chose peace over pain. I'm proud of the man I became after she left. Let her have Paris. I found something far more valuable: self-respect and real love.